Hi everyone. This isn't the usual sort of video that I do. Um, it's not part of the podcast. It's just a standalone video. Just because I wanted to reveal finally the secret yarn I've been working on. Now you'll have to excuse me because I haven't had a shave this week yet, and I haven't even put my hair up, so it's just yeah. Anyway, but because it's I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday today. Um, I just wanted to get the video recorded, edited, and put on YouTube because the yarn is coming out. The full reveal is coming out at about 12 o'clock this morning. So I've got about 2 hours to do everything that I need to. Um, so by the time you're seeing this video, fingers crossed that maybe it's not on the website yet, but it will be revealed on Instagram and Facebook. So you might have seen it already. Um, how should I do this? Oh, I'm Adam. If you're new here, this isn't the usual format of me or the video. um, yeah. So right. What else? The yarn I'm calling. It's got two titles. One is In the Mood for Dancing, or I'm in the Mood for Dancing. I think I'm going to shorten it to In the Mood for Dancing. Now, it it is based on, if you're not from the UK, it is based on the number one hit song that the Nolans had back in, I want to say, either 1979 or 1980, plus minus a year. The Nolans the Nolans are a girl group who started out from Blackpool in the 70s, and eventually had a number one hit. They had loads of hits. They've got loads of hits, but I'm in the Mood for Dancing has got to be the most popular song that they've ever had, I'm sure. Um, if you looked at my favorite playlist, there's going to be a couple more than one Nolan song. So yeah, back in February, we went to see Colleen Nolan. She was doing a tour just by herself for the first time. I think the last time the Nolans performed together was back in 2009, I want to say. So Colleen was doing her own tour, and it was opening night, absolutely amazing. Now, back in 2022 or 2023, I can't remember now, we were going to see Linda Nolan. I absolutely love Linda. She's honestly a sweetheart. I love Linda. Um, we were going to see Linda down in Wellingborough, but unfortunately, the event was cancelled. Um, it, it, when they called to say it was cancelled, we were told it was due to insurance problems. Now, if you don't know, Linda's unfortunately is living with cancer, as she openly loves to say. She's not ill with, she's living with cancer, and very fortunately, she has lived with it for a couple of years now. And all the best to her, all the love to her. So when that got cancelled, I was very sad, obviously, because I was really hoping to see her. And then when this tour came out with Colleen, I thought, no question, we're going. So we did. And I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here. When we sat down, when we got it, well, when we went through like the doors and checked our tickets, they said, "Oh, you'll have to go to the bar first because the room's not the theatre's not been opened yet, so you'll have to go to the bar." So I went to the bar, went in, and started sweating. I thought, that's Linda Nolan sat in the corner. And I text my best friend, literally saying, Nat, Linda Nolan sat here in the bar, full on flapping. She found it hilarious. And I said to Luke, like, kind of nudging him, like, Luke, he looked like, who? Huh? He had no idea, bless him. Never mind, I was flapping. So anyway, we went through, sat down, and we were sat at the end of the row, quite close to the stage, not exactly front row, but a couple of rows back. And I just looked to the side of me, and I could see the reserved for VIP tags on all the seats next to us, and then a couple in front of us to the left. And I thought, oh, it's going to be for like, a long lost family, or because the Nolans, the Irish family, there's going to be loads of relatives. I mean, there's 6 sisters and 2 brothers, so obviously there's going to be a big family. So auntie and uncle and who knows. Anyway, a couple of minutes goes past, getting closer to showtime, and just the whole Nolan family. As in, when I say the Nolan family, I mean the Nolan sisters and the daughters. Now, I watched a couple of programs, and some, you could tell who was family, and yeah, so Anne Nolan ended up sitting next to me. I've got a picture to prove it. And then her family was to the side of us, and then I could see Denise sat, on the other side. She was sat separately, and in the row in front of us, a couple of seats to the left, was sat Linda Nolan. Yeah. So that was exciting. I was sweating, panicking. But yeah, I didn't say anything. And if you're English, you're British, you know who Ruth Ruthie. She was there as well with Sarah Khan. And they were sat. Luke was sat on the end of the row, and on the opposite side was Ruth. I've got a picture to show about that too. Yeah. So it was. We were surrounded with English celebrities. So when the show was opened by Colleen's son, he did a really good set, and then there was an intermission, and the theatre sort of emptied. People went to the bar. So I thought, well, I'm sat next to Anne Nolan. I might as well get my penny's worth. Hello. Yeah, so I had a lovely chat. We got a picture, and I said it. It's lovely. I mean, what are the chances of sitting next to Anne Nolan of the Nolans? At a Nolan do. And I could just see Linda was just she didn't leave, and I thought I'm not gonna not go up to her, so I did, panicking, and honest to God, it was the loveliest experience I've ever had. I mean, I met Priscilla Presley, that was absolutely amazing as well. But no, I met not at the same do, different story for a different time. Yeah, so absolutely lovely. All of them, absolutely lovely. All the ladies I spoke to from Nolan's. So got a picture with Linda as well. So unfortunately missing her the year before, but it definitely made up for it. Because who knows if there I would have had a chance to speak to her, whereas here I did. Right, I think that's the whole backstory. And then coming away from that, I thought I want to do something for the yarn that I die. That's in relation to the Nolans, and pay sort of a tribute to them, since I'm a fan. I love that song, one of my favorite songs ever. So I really wanted to do something. And if you've been watching previous videos and you've seen me on Instagram, you'd know I spent a long time coming up with the perfect colour. And I actually ended up putting it on the back burner because it just wasn't playing. So I decided to leave it. And then last weekend I was doing something and I just sort of had this something happen, and I thought I'm just gonna dye it up. So I did. I recorded myself talking of what I was doing rather than focusing so much on the placement of the colours, because I thought you're overthinking this, Adam, and I did. I was. So after that last weekend, I did it. I went for it. I know how I did it, and I'm finally happy with how it turned out. So after 10 minutes and 56 seconds, sorry, I'm happy to release and show you all the In the Mood for Dancing yarn skein. It has the pinks, the purples, the greens, and the blues. It has a bit of speckling on it, which you might not be able to see because there we go, it's focusing on me. Of course, who wouldn't? Yeah, so you've got a bit of speckling as well. So that is just on a plain merino nylon sock base. Um, it will be available on multiple bases. Now, there will be, if you order it, there's going to be a waiting time of a couple of weeks, but that's the case with all of my yarns. Plus, shipping time, which is out of my control, unfortunately. You know how much I hate shipping. I love the greens there. They're just coming through. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really happy with it. I'm finally really happy with it. I don't think I want to change anything about it. It's, it just has the right amount of all the colours that I wanted to incorporate in this skein. So I had one skein of DK sparkly yarn, superwash merino nylon, same as this, but it's sparkly. So I balled it up because I don't have a yarn winder still. And I started working on a cowl that I've been working on for loads of times. I've made loads of cowls, which you'll see in the next podcast. So just because I wanted to see how it looks worked up, and I've actually got a couple of pictures showing how it looks. I'll try and insert it here. So yeah, I've been working on it, and it's in a granny stage, and that's how it looks worked up. Can you see it? Because I can't see what I'm doing. So it's really, I love it. I'm really proud of it. I'm really, really proud of it. There's, you won't be able to see, I don't think. Hold on, I'll get out of the picture. You can see the greens and the blues just about showing through. So it's not overbearingly green or blue, which blue I can work with. Green, it's one of those colours. I like green, but it's an odd colour to having, I don't know, just to mix it with different colours. But it's in here, and I'm really, really happy with it. I'm already thinking about colours that you could match it with. So watch this space. Now, that's it for this. I hope you like it as much as I do. I'm really proud of this. This is the longest I've ever worked on a yarn before. I also have loads of the test skeins back there. They're all on the website. The sparkly bases. There's two listings. One is just the basic, and one of the other one is the sparkly base. If you buy the sparkly base, there's about 5 skeins all in all. If you buy multiple, you're gonna get the same thing, because those five were dyed in one batch. So more than likely you'll get the same thing. If you buy the non-sparkly one, it's gonna be different, because there's a lot of one-offs, different sort of ideas. You just have, that's a bit of a lucky dip. But they're all, same colours as these, but in a very different way. So you'd get a lot more greens, a lot more blues, they're different. Yeah, so I mentioned that. Yeah, I think that's everything. Like I said, I hope you like it as much as I do, and join me in working something up with it. Um, I'm gonna say it. I hope it gets you in the mood for knitting or crocheting. Sorry. Yeah, apart from that, I shall see you all for the next podcast, which will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're going on a trip at some point soon, so I should be able to do a bit of a vlog, or a bit of a, just to show you where we've been and what we did. So should be interesting for next time. Anyway, look after yourselves, guys, and I shall see you in a couple of weeks. Bye bye.